Damn it, that light is always shining right on me when I try to come on early. I keep saying I'm gonna hang curtains up there, but I keep putting it off. Anyway, let's move it this way. There we go. All right, what's up, y'all? How you doing? Sorry about that. It is time for the weekly forecast for all my signs. Hang on, I'm gonna turn my fan on. I'm totally unprepared today. Hang on, y'all. All right. Crack the window open. It's a nice, cool November morning. 11/11. Happy 11/11, y'all. All right. Now let's jump into this. For those of you who would like a personal reading, just check the description of the video. That's where you'll find all the information you need as far as how to go about doing that. And that light is so annoying. All right, whatever. The show must continue. All right, Aries, let's see what messages we got for y'all for the week. Whoops, what are the messages for Aries? 9 of Wands there. Somebody got their guard up. Uh-oh. Somebody got their guard up. Oh, damn, and the 7 of Wands. Either somebody really seriously guarded, or maybe both of y'all got your guard up towards each other. Is this something that somebody's having a hard time transitioning on from this? I kind of feel like that's you, honestly. Yeah. Having a really hard time transitioning on. I can't tell if this is something that already came to an end, though. That's the thing. I think for the majority of you, it more than likely is with that 5 of Pentacles there. I think so. 4 of Swords reversed. Wow. Damn. This looks pretty heavy and pretty serious. But there's a big missing piece in it. I'm feeling like this is something that already done came to an end. And it kind of feels like this person's trying to forget about you. They're trying to forget about you, and they're trying to completely detach themselves from this emotionally altogether. Altogether. They're very guarded towards you. You're very guarded towards them. For some of you, maybe it's something that didn't come to an end yet. But regardless, we got this 10 of Cups in the reverse. 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Could have been infidelity in a third party for some of you. Damn, dog. Did you catch this person? Or do you just highly suspect that there may have been some infidelity? They still keep a close eye on you, though. They keep a real close eye on you. And they actually can't tell by looking at you how bad this is fucking you up. They really can't tell. But it's not telling me why they're watching you. That's what I don't get. That's what it's not making clear to me. What are they watching you for? Probably just to be nosy, honestly. Probably just to be nosy, just to snoop in on your business, you know, and just know. I don't think there's any reason behind it. I'm not seeing a reason behind it. Because like I said, they're trying to forget about you. But trying to forget about somebody and stalking them all the time is those two don't go together, you know? So, oh man, they be obsessively keeping an eye on you. Obsessively. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. I'm just seeing too much energy of a third party here. I don't know if you knew about this or not, but there's definitely really heavy third party energy coming in here. Well, that's kind of a cliffhanger. Wouldn't let me dig any deeper than that. Okay, well, let's see what's coming in next for Aries. What is coming in next? Coming in next for Aries. Communication. Communication from whom? Somebody you know? Ooh, King of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So the next person coming in is actually very level-headed. Maybe a little bit more level-headed than what you're used to dealing with when it comes to partners. They do kind of seem a little bit closed off, though. So you're not really guarded, but you're aware, you're watching. But it just kind of seems like this person very goal-oriented. They know what they want. They got their shit together. They ain't fucking around. They ain't playing no games. And apparently they love chocolate cake. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like there's an awful lot more potential with what's coming in next than what there was. My only thing is, are you healing from the past? That's my only thing. Because if you're still carrying the burden from the past, that could potentially increase the chances of you bleeding on the person that didn't cut you. But there's a lot more potential with what's coming in next. But, you know, are you going to be able to recognize their intentions? I just think this person's a lot more level-headed than anybody you've ever dealt with. A lot more. And I know that sounds good to think about and to talk about, but when you have either never been around that or you've been around very little of that, and all you're used to is toxic, unhinged, damaged, broken people, you get around somebody that's level-headed, what the hell do I do here? How do I handle this situation? What am I supposed to do with this, you know? So, okay, let's get some advice for Aries for the week. What's the advice for Aries for the week? Hey, man, it's time to start new and start fresh. Time to start new and start fresh. Don't look back. Don't ask questions. Why is that coming through for Aries? You invented that. I don't know. Anyway, though, ignore. Okay, so there may be some people that try to get a negative reaction out of you. Ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it. Do not feed your attention or your focus to anything that is designed to piss you off. Or even if it's not designed to piss you off, ignore it anyway. If it lowers your vibe, ignore it. If it makes you feel uneasy, ignore it. If it pisses you off, ignore it. Like, you have to pay conscious control to what you feed your energy to. And it's never been more important than it has been over the past few years, I'm telling you. But you're starting a whole new cycle, a whole new cycle. So there's a time and a place for everything. But for now, rip the rearview mirror off and just go. For now. We can stop and reflect a little bit later. But for now, it's time to go, okay? All right. That was weird. Okay. Oh, that is so fucking annoying, dude. Okay. Anyway, Taurus. Taurus. What are the messages for Taurus for the week? Messages for the Taurus collective for the week. Ooh, the High Priestess reversed. So you're kind of intuitively feeling like something is off about a situation or a person, but you don't know if it's your intuition or if you're just making it up in your head. Some of you dealing with a Cancer, possibly. Ooh, and there's the Taurus. The Empress always comes out when I read for Taurus. That is the Taurus card, by the way. It's got you out of your comfort zone. Some of you may be intuitively feeling like somebody from the past is coming back. Yeah, there's a lot of past energy coming through here. A whole lot. Are you having a really strong feeling that somebody from the past might be coming back? But you can't tell if what you're feeling is genuine or if you're just making it up in your head. To that, I think I would say that they have thought about it. They're contemplating it. There is unfinished business, but they're not really taking action. They're holding back. Yeah, they do want to talk to you, though. They absolutely want to talk to you. They absolutely want to talk to you. They just don't know really where they stand with you. I think they've probably attempted a couple of different times to try to get your attention. Whether or not it worked is a different story. I would imagine that it didn't, or you wouldn't be sitting here watching this video, right? Okay. But, I mean, see, here's the thing. It's not telling me why they're not coming forward. And I'm speculating that they're afraid you're mad at them, because that's usually what comes through. If you listen to these readings, whenever that message comes through, there's somebody thinking about coming forward, but they're holding back. Most of the time, what comes out is they're afraid it's going to pop off into drama, or they're afraid you're still mad at them. That's usually what comes through. However, it's not telling me in this one here. Usually, the 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands comes out, King or Queen of Swords reversed, indicating, you know, they're afraid of drama. They're afraid you're mad at them, but none of that's coming through here, so I can only speculate. It's really not telling me why they're not coming forward. So, okay, let's see what's coming in next. Something new coming in, something old coming back. What's coming in next? 7 of Pentacles. Hang on a second. All right. Okay, well, I don't really know why just yet, but whoever this is coming in next, you're not 100% sure if you want to jump right into this right away. Not really. You're afraid they might have not the best intentions. So something kind of tells you this person may have some ulterior motives. But again, you can't tell if that's your intuition telling you that or if you're making it up in your head. So you're kind of taking things slow, not wanting to let yourself, you know, become emotionally involved in the beginning. This is the second time I've seen this come through. This came through in the last spread. I just didn't mention it. Emperor and Empress. That would indicate to me that y'all are mirroring each other when it comes out like that. All right, well, damn, cliffhangers, dude. All kinds of cliffhangers coming through. Oh, well, I'm about to start on the mid-month messages anyways, where we check to see if there's been a change of timelines. So let's get some advice for Taurus. Ooh, the Queen of Pentacles. That's you, boo-boo. That is all you, boo-boo. Don't let nobody pull you off track. Don't let nobody play no mind games with you. Don't let nobody play no games with you, period. 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 No kind of games. No mind games, emotion games, manipulation games, no nothing. Don't let nobody waste your time. You know? If you connect with somebody and it just kind of seems like they're wasting your time, you know, they say one thing and do another. We agree to meet up and then they keep coming up with excuses to cancel. Or when we do go to meet up, they're late. You know, it just kind of seems like somebody's stringing you along. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be afraid to explore other options if something doesn't feel right. And this is for everybody, not just Taurus. The universe is not stupid. If something doesn't feel right, if something feels off, if something feels weird, you're not going to miss a good opportunity by walking away from something that doesn't feel right. You're not going to miss an opportunity to connect with your divine life partner. When the universe believes that it's time for your divine life partner to come into your life, the universe going to make that happen. Definitely going to make that happen. The only way you can pass up your divine life partner is if you never get on a vibration that'll attract that person in. And if you're not a vibrational match to your divine life partner, it don't matter what the fuck you do. You could spend 1,000,000 years searching for this person. You ain't never gonna find him, ever. You could walk right past him and bump into him and not even realize it. You could be stuck in an elevator with him. You wouldn't connect with him. You got to be vibrationally linked up with that person first. All right, Gemini. What are the messages for the Gemini family? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got somebody playing the victim here. Somebody throwing a pity party, playing the victim. Boo-hoo, poor pitiful me. Why does these keep coming out? 9 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. Some of y'all dealing with a Pisces, possibly. Ooh, you know what the karmic wheel in the upright means? You completed a karmic contract with somebody. You completed a karmic contract, but I am kind of feeling like, there's a lot of energy here. Okay, all right, so first let me say this. Y'all know that when I just throw cards out to see what comes through, just to see, don't put no specific intention into it, just see what comes through, what always comes out? The past. Every time. Well, not every time, 95% of the time. 95% of the time, if I just say, okay, universe, just whatever needs to come through, you put it out, the past comes up. Boom, boom, boom. Past energy. Past energy. So I'm going to roll with it. I know not all of you are interested in the past person, but I'm going to roll with it. That obviously means that's what the majority of you need to hear. So I do kind of think that there is somebody from the past that is expecting to hear from you. And when the Three of Wands comes up, I always have to ask you, have y'all done this before? Whether you have or you haven't, this person is expecting to hear from you. But honestly, I think your person is right around the corner, though, for real. And you know this too, don't you? But there is still somebody from the past who's putting energetic hooks in you. But look at this. Check this shit out. We got the Knight of Cups. We got the Ten of Cups. And then we got that Lover's card, though. That's your person right around the corner. And I'm feeling like energetic ties to a past person may be possibly blocking that from coming in, or at least slowing it down and pushing the timeline out. Yeah, they be watching you. You're going to have to figure out, well, that's a whole different story. That's for personal readings, but you're going to have to figure out how to shield yourself from that. But anyway, all right, let's see what's coming in next. Well, we already talked about what's coming in next. Let's get an energetic overview of what's coming in next. Ooh, the next person coming in is very emotionally independent. Very emotionally independent. They're not desperate. They're not clingy. They're not needy. They're not empty. They're not lonely. Could be a Leo for some of you. And it's going to happen really quick, out of nowhere, suddenly, abruptly, and unexpectedly. And somebody's going to try to sabotage it. I think somebody from the past is going to try to sabotage this. Because look, like I said, this your person. That's your person. But whoever this is from the past is going to try to sabotage it. But it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. They probably, if anything, just going to end up making themselves look stupid. And they're going to have to, like, walk away in shame after they try to destroy your relationship. You always got to, I always feel secondhand embarrassment for people like that, man. You know, I always do. Whenever you try to throw doo-doo at somebody who's doing good or somebody that's happy or somebody that's successful, I get secondhand embarrassment for that pathetic loser because they don't realize how pathetic they look. When you're throwing shit at somebody that's doing good in life, people don't realize how embarrassingly pathetic that makes them look. But, you know, if they don't understand it, there's nothing you can tell them, you know, because they Anyway, though, I'm trailing off. Let's get some advice here. What's the advice? Ain't nobody gonna be able to sabotage that. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. Ain't nobody gonna be able to sabotage that. So, okay. And this is another piece of advice that I think everybody needs to hear. Be very careful picky and choosy and mindful of your energy when it comes to defending yourself and explaining yourself. Be very careful. Very picky, very choosy. Don't just rush in there to defend yourself right away, okay? Because that's the trap they have set for you. When somebody's doing this, when somebody's doing shit like that to try to sabotage you, or to try to throw dirt on your name, or whatever, they're setting a trap. That little rumor they're spreading, or that poke that they gave you, or whatever, that's a trap they've set for you. And if you rush in there to defend yourself and explain yourself, it's gonna grab you up. So step back, be quiet. A rumor starts floating around about you. You know what my favorite thing to do is? Step back and see who believes it. Step back and see who believes it. Because whoever believes it, that ain't your people. That ain't your people. Think about it this way. I know some of you have heard me talk about this before, but the new faces need to hear this, okay? I'm going to have you do a little mental exercise with me real quick, okay? I want you to bring to mind a picture of someone that you love, or someone that you respect, someone that you think very highly of, somebody that you consider to be your people. Now, imagine you hear a rumor floating around about that person. How do you feel? You feel kind of pissed off, don't you? You don't want to believe it. You may even jump to that person's defense with no evidence to prove whether the rumor is true or not. Right? Now let's flip that coin over. Now I want you to bring to mind a picture of somebody you don't like. Somebody that pisses you off, somebody that irritates you, somebody that's done you dirty, or just somebody you just straight up don't fucking like. You don't have to have a reason. You ain't got to have a reason. Just somebody you don't fucking like. Now, imagine you hear a rumor floating around about them. How do you feel? Makes you smile, don't it? You want to believe that shit, don't you? You might even jump on the wagon and keep that rumor going with no evidence to prove whether or not it's even true, right? That's the way we work. That's the way we all work. So, if a rumor starts floating around about you, especially a bullshit, bold-faced fucking lie that anybody that knows you would know is not fucking true, step back and see who believes it. If you believe that, you ain't my fucking people. You an undercover hater. You an undercover hater. Thank you, Andrea, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. But yeah, just be quiet. Be quiet. Just step back, be quiet, and be very, very, very careful. Very careful. They ain't going to be able to sabotage this, okay? All right. Cancer. Cancer. What are the messages for the Cancerian collective for the week? Ooh, you could be coming together. Ooh, look at that. These just fell out of my lap. This one right here is the one yelling at me like you coming together with somebody. 9 of Cups, though. You're actually getting to a point where you're starting to become content, fulfilled. Right when you're getting to a point in your life where you're not really feeling lonely, where you're not really feeling empty, you're not really feeling needy, you're feeling content, whole, fulfilled, complete. Boom. Boom. That's when you're a vibrational match to a whole, fulfilling, successful relationship. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. Looking like you got something coming in. It's looking pretty good. Could be a Leo for some of you. Wow. Well, I don't really have all that much negative to report on here. Not really. I mean, is there past energy? Yes, but this is the only past energy that came through this whole damn spread here. This is telling me you connecting with somebody that's kind of blowing your mind a little bit, honestly. It may be just communication based at first, maybe, at first. But you're trying to keep a level head. with the Justice card. Could be a Libra for some of you. Trying to keep a level head because this may seem a little bit too good to be true. And as many times as you've been hurt in the past, you are not about to just jump head first. But, wow, okay. That's all it's really telling me here. Connecting with somebody new, everything seems so amazing that it's probably too good to be true. Is it too good to be true? I don't know. King of Cups. Well, all right, let's see. That threw a monkey wrench in my flow. Let's see if we can get this person's feelings and intentions. True feelings, energies, and intentions of this next person coming in. The Emperor, again, that came out in the last spread. Could be an Aries for some of you. So they're not indecisive. They are definitely, they know exactly what they want. Now, they're kind of trying to keep things slow, too. Y'all are kind of mirroring each other. They are all about their money. Oh, they all about their money. They all about their money. I think their money is their #1 priority. And they had just given up on love. I think they gave up on love. They gave up on it. But then they connect with you. Here's you and this person coming together. And now they're like, oh, shit, not again. Not again. So y'all are kind of mirroring each other a little bit. Because they have been burned very badly in the past. Probably many, many, many times, to the point to where, you know, they've given up on love. Now, at the deepest level, they would love the same thing we would all love. To settle down with their divine life partner. But they gave up on that shit. They said, you know what? Fuck some love. I'm going to focus on my money. I'm going to focus on my motherfucking money. Fuck love. Fuck anybody out here playing games. I'm going to go out and get that bag, boo-boo. And then here comes you. And that scares them. So, not bad intentions, though. Intentions pretty solid. Let's get some advice. What is the best advice? Okay, so you have to understand, okay, go into it understanding that it's not that this person doesn't have any love to give. Because for a little bit, it may kind of seem like you're having a difficult time digging past that initial layer. It may seem like that at first, but that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Let this person let their guard down on their own terms. On their own terms. Okay? It's not, they're not playing games with you. They're not breadcrumbing you. Don't let fear, nervousness, and anxiety overwhelm you to the point to where you might accidentally sabotage this. Try not to let that happen. Okay? Let things roll the way they naturally want to roll. Relax. Okay? Relax. And let them let their guard down on their own terms. And come 2025, you all could be on a path that is very obviously headed for success. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but walk the fuck away from the past. There's nothing in your past that is unfinished. There is nothing in your past that is incomplete. There is no spiritual reason, which at the end of the day, that's pretty much the only reason. There is no reason for you to reconnect with anybody that the universe has pulled away from you. So walk away from the past. All right. Leo. Is that light still coming through? It's moved a little bit. I can kind of... Okay, it's moving a little bit. All right, Leo. 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 What messages do we have for the Leo family? There's somebody putting on a show for you. And I think it's somebody from the past putting on a show, hoping that you're watching. And most of the time when that Six of Wands comes out, I could be wrong, but I would feel very safe betting that some cards are going to come out that indicate that this person is not doing too good. I could be wrong, but that's usually what comes through. Let's see. All right. 4 of Pentacles, Star card reversed. Okay. Yup. Look. Tower card reversed, 4 of Pentacles. Every time, dude, like clockwork. Like clockwork. Every time. They ain't doing that great. They're really not doing that great. If anything, they're either on the verge of something really bad happening in their life, or something could have just went down in their life that like sucks. But there is still a karmic tie. 8 of Cups reversed. But here's the thing. I think you're still moving on from this. I don't see the two of you coming together. But there's all this unfinished business. You are being very, very, very heavily tied down energetically by this past person. Yeah, see? It's weighing on you pretty heavily. I don't know if you know that or not. Hopefully you do. I know this may sound kind of weird and counterintuitive, but when you have unfinished business with somebody, if it's still fresh on your conscious mind, I know it sucks, I know it hurts, and I know it's painful. But that's a good thing if it's fresh on your conscious mind. Because that means it's easier to work with, it's easier to play with, it's easier to mess around with your thoughts and your feelings and play around with energy. Now, what most people do is they just wait. They wait until that energy sinks to the bottom of their subconscious mind. And then they wake up one day and it don't hurt no more. And they say, I'm over it. I'm healed. No, the fuck you're not. No, the fuck you're not. No, the fuck you're not. You're not healed until you're glad that it happened. That's when you're healed. You're healed when you can look back on that thing and understand so clearly why it was meant to happen the way that it happened, that you're glad it happened. If you can sit down, if I sit down with you one-on-one rather, and I say, okay, tell me about that past experience. And you sit and tell me and this and that, and you're obviously going to get all, start reliving the emotions and this and that. And then I say, okay, so why was it meant to happen that way? Crickets. What was the purpose behind that? Crickets. I don't know. Well, then you ain't healed from it. If you don't understand why it was meant to happen the way it happened, you haven't healed from it. So, okay. I still think you're moving on from this, though, one way or the other. I know you're probably not going to want to hear this, but it does kind of sound like the universe is making you go on a little solo journey here for a little bit. For real, with the Chariot and the 9 of Pentacles. That's a little solo journey. Ain't nothing wrong with that in retrospect. In retrospect, as long as you make it all the way through the healing process, and like you really make it through, you'll be able to look back on that solo journey and be glad that happened too. Let's see who is due to come in next, though, for Leo. Who's due to come in next for Leo? Got that 2 of Wands reversed. Hang on. Ooh, Tower card. Yeah, so it's not telling me a whole lot about this. And I think the reason being is because, like I said, right now you're on a little bit of a solo journey. So what you choose to do with this solo journey is going to depend on who comes in next. You'll either take the high timeline or the low timeline. You'll either heal or you won't. And so if you take the healing path, person A will come in next. If you don't take the healing path, then person B will come in next. If you take the healing path, the next person that comes in will be a reflection of your healing. If you don't take the healing path, the next person that comes in will probably be a repeat of a past cycle. Probably. So with that Two of Wands there like that, there's kind of two paths that are ahead of you later on down the line. Yeah, because, oops, dropping shit. Oops, I can't hold on to this fucking card. Healing, some healing needs to be done. All right, let's get some advice. What advice do we have for the Leo family? Ooh, Ace of Cups reversed. Ten of Cups reversed. Okay, so I know this may not apply to all of you. This is kind of specific. So if this doesn't apply to you, check your moon, rising, and Venus. But I think this applies to the Leos who have been on a little bit of a solo journey. First of all, you're on a solo journey for a reason. Okay. Now, you're approaching a crossroads, like I said, Two of Wands. What I would start off with if I was you, when it's appropriate, depending on how long ago you were done dirty, at some point a closure message, I think, is going to be important. Now, you don't want to do that when it's fresh. You know, if this was something that just came to an end a few weeks ago, no, that's way too soon. Way too soon. I'm talking 3 months, 4 months, 6 months down the line. If this came to an end at the beginning of the year, somewhere between January and, I don't know, May, something like that, I'd be thinking about shooting this person a closure message to close out 2024. That will put you on a different timeline. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. I know you don't think it will, but it will. See, all you have to do is alter your path 1 degree. If you alter your path 1 degree, 500 miles later, you'll be 1,000 miles apart from the destination that you were pointed out before you altered your path. You ever see them do that little experiment where they take a world map and they draw a line from the United States to Europe? And they say, this is the trajectory of a boat going from the US to Europe. And then they mark its destination. And then they say, okay, now let's alter the path 1 degree at the starting point. And that 1 degree, by the time it gets to Europe, is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles apart from the original destination. That one little thing will alter your path just enough to seriously make a huge change in your life later on down the line. All right. Dadgummit. Virgo. What are the messages for the Virgo family for the week? What are the messages for the Virgo family for the week? Uh-oh, Hangman. So it kind of seems like you're a little bit stuck. Whatever the situation is, you feel like time is standing still. Nothing is moving forward. Ooh, okay. No, you're connecting with somebody. You are connecting with somebody and it feels like things are moving incredibly slow. You're looking for red flags. I don't know if you're finding them or not. You're at least making sure that you're being very vigilant for red flags with this person. It's not indicating whether or not you're seeing any, though. Maybe for some of you, this person is just so fiercely independent. So fiercely independent that they kind of come across like they may not be interested. It's not telling me if they are. But you're catching feelings, though. You're going to start catching feelings. I'm not 100% sure if this is somebody that's come in yet. But I do think this is right around the corner. Yeah, a new love offer coming in. I'm not seeing any past energy in this one, though. I ain't seeing none. Remember, I told y'all, 95% of the time, but every now and then, there ain't no past energy in this. None. None. Not one card. Not one card of past energy. Some of y'all are connecting with somebody at the workplace. Okay, let's see what their feelings and intentions are and where this could be going. What are their feelings and intentions? Whoops. Okay, they want to talk to you and get to know you. They don't want no toxic relationship, neither. No, they're ready to settle down. They feel an abnormally strong connection with you, but they're not going to let you know that. Why? I don't know. Probably because they don't know you like that, so they don't know if they can trust you with knowing how they feel. You know, there's so many people out there that as soon as they find out you got real strong feelings for them, they grab that up and they use that as power over you. And they want to make sure probably that you ain't going to play that game. So they're playing it off and pretending, that, they're making light of it. No, they actually feel a real strong connection with you. But they're ready to settle down and commit. And they don't want no toxicity. For some of you, this person could be in recovery. Okay. Any advice? Any advice? Okay, so pay attention to your intuition. Now, I know that sounds so cliche, right? It's not that easy, is it? Especially when you got feelings involved. Okay, so learn to distinguish the difference between your ego and your intuition. Here's a couple of little pointers that I've learned on my path. Okay, so I'm going to use the example of connecting with a new person. When you connect with a person that you can't trust, and you got real strong feelings for them, right? Your intuition is screaming at you. You can't trust this person. They're lying to you. They're hiding something, and you feel that. But your ego doesn't want to hear that. So you come up with all these excuses and talk yourself out of it, and you come up with all these logical excuses to explain that intuitive feeling away, right? Now, flip that coin over. When it's the opposite situation, when you're dealing with somebody you can trust, somebody that has good intentions, your ego will be thinking, oh, what if they're lying? What if they're doing this? What if they're hiding something? What if this? What if that? Your ego will be coming up with all it, but there will be no feeling attached to it. You won't actually feel it, but it'll be screaming in your ego. Now, if you're not careful and you let your ego run off with you, your ego will start creating those feelings. And it'll get really, really difficult to tell the difference between your ego and your intuition. Really difficult. So try your best to pay attention to the feeling. Not your ego, not your thoughts, not what you're thinking, but how it feels. Okay? By the way, where'd it go? Boom. There's a lot of potential with this one. A whole fucking lot. More potential than you know. Not something you want to sabotage. All right. Libra. That was Virgo, right? Wasn't that Virgo? Libra. All right, what are the messages for Libra? Page of Wands reverse. Some of y'all dealt with a fucking childish, immature little kid. And I'm not necessarily saying that you dated somebody that was between the ages of 16 and 18, but mentally, it feels like this person is mentally between the ages of 16 and 18, you know? Childish ass. Some of y'all dated a fucking 40-year-old, 14-year-old. Could have been some financial codependency going on in this situation for some of you as well. I think there's going to be a very brief reconnection between you and this person. Very brief. It ain't going to last long. Now, this doesn't really feel like... I'll tell you what this feels like to me. It feels like something that's accidental. Now, I know it's going to be different for everybody the way it plays out, but this feels accidental. This right here feels like that energy where you accidentally bump into somebody out in public, you know? Like you and your family go to the county fair or something like that. And, you know, you're going through the crowds of people and, you know, you got to go, you know, when they have the big long line of people waiting for fucking funnel cakes, you know, and you go to cut in between that line because it goes from one end to the other. And then you get through that line and then boom, here they are coming. You're like, you know, something like that. Something along the lines of that. It doesn't really look like it's going anywhere. For some of you, though, this person may show up straight up in your inbox, though. But I think that's fewer of you. I don't know. Brief reconnection. Very brief. It's going absolutely nowhere. So I don't think it's anything you have to worry about. It's nothing that you have to sit around and overthink. Ain't nothing you need to be tripping about. Well, okay, that was kind of, I don't even know what the point of that was. What was the point of that? I guess maybe the point of that is if some of you are worried that this person's gonna try to fuck with you or something. No, you ain't got to worry about nothing. I don't know who needs to hear that. All right, what's coming in next? What is coming in next? What's coming in next? Somebody at a distance, possibly, for some of you. Ooh, another King of Coins. Wow, so the next person that's coming in is very, very level-headed. Very level-headed and all about they motherfucking money, bro. All about it. Could be a business owner for some of you. Or it just could be somebody that just works all the time. Could be an earth sign for some of you. You know? Damn, dog. Look at all that. Look at them coins. Look at them coins. Look at all them coins, bro. This is one coiny ass fucking person. And they do got their guard up. They do. I was going to try to steer around this, but I couldn't. They do got their guard up. It's going to move fast, though. It's going to start moving real quick between the two of you. Like I said, could be at a distance for some of you. They got their guard up, and it's going to start moving real fast, but they're not really all that emotional. They're not really opening up emotionally in the beginning. Fucking coins. Goddamn coins, dude. Okay. I'm having a hard time figuring out whether or not there's a lot of potential here. Having a hard time with that. All right, whatever. Let's just get some advice. What is the best advice? The best advice. Okay, don't make any solid split-second decisions. Whenever you connect with anybody, I don't be caring who it is, be as neutral as possible. That's hard, I know. I make it sound easy when I say that, and I know it's not. It's tough, but try to be as neutral as possible. And that's hard because sometimes the only way we can pull ourselves away from our expectations of the things that we want is to flip that energy over and transmute it into resentment a little bit energetically. That's easier to do that, you know. So for example, let's say, you know, I'm ready for a relationship, I'm ready to settle down, and I want that really bad, but I want to go about something neutral. Well, it's hard. It's hard to go about that neutral. The easiest way to do that would be for me to transmute it into resentment. And start thinking, yeah, you're probably just a cheating, lying fuck just like everybody else, you know, and go about it from a place of resentment and kind of anger. But try to find that place of neutrality where, hey, even if you are a cheater and a liar, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. You're the dumbass, not me. Maybe I can't trust you. Maybe you will end up fucking me over. That's your problem, boo-boo. If you're gonna burn a bridge like that, you're the idiot. Because this bridge is made of fucking gold. This bridge is gonna lead you towards the best relationship you ever had in your life. If you're stupid enough to burn a bridge made of gold, I don't need you in my life anyways. So, but again, don't be afraid to walk away from something that doesn't feel right. And don't be afraid to walk away from drama and petty, childish foolishness. Okay. All right. Scorpio. Scorpio. Mm-hmm. Scorpio. Is there a deck I haven't used yet? Nope, I've used them all. All right, Scorpio. Woo, Queen of Cups. You got feelings for somebody. Oh, shit. This is telling me. Ooh, this is telling me you still got a special place in your heart for somebody that did you dirty. Somebody did you wrong, and you still got a special place in your heart for them. That's cool. The only thing that I'm kind of concerned about, though, is that I do think this person is planning for the right opportunity to clear the air with you. They're waiting for you to let your guard down. They're planning, scheming, waiting for you to let your guard down, waiting very patiently, might I add. They're not coming forward just yet. They don't feel like now is the right time. They're going to wait until your guard is all the way down and you have returned to homeostasis and you're as cool and close to vulnerable as possible. And then they're going to try to come play mind games with you. They're going to try to come play some mind games with you. But they're not coming forward right now, though, so you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. Okay. Could be an Aries. Who do I got here? I haven't been calling out signs this whole video, have I? I have, let's see, I got Aries, Sagittarius, and Gemini. All right, yep, they're planning for it. Let's see what's coming in next. Something new coming in or something old coming back? What's coming in next for Scorpio? Ooh, what you're manifesting is headed your way. Now remember, don't try to attach a specific face or a name to your manifestation. That's one real quick, easy way to bite yourself in the ass. But a person that does fit the attributes of what you have been working on manifesting is making their way in. Now, that's no guarantee that you're going to like that. We don't know what's best for us as humans. We think we know what's best for us, but we don't. If we knew what was fucking best for us, we wouldn't go through 90% of the problems that we go through. And just throwing that out there. You may think you want a person like this, and this. And then when you meet them, it may not be a very good harmonious match. Just saying, it's possible. All right, Queen of Swords. So I do think the next person that's coming in is more than likely somebody that you know of, but I don't think it's somebody that you're that interested in. Not like you, how am I going to word this? It's not that you're uninterested in them, as in like, you're like, ew, no. It's not like that. It's just somebody I don't think you've ever thought of that way. But I think they've had an interest in you for a while, though. For a while. So I'm going to paint up another hypothetical scenario for you, okay? That person at the workplace. You know who they are. You know that they exist. You see them every day. But they own no space in your head at all. They never cross your mind. You do not think about them. You may even almost, by the time you clock out of work, you don't even remember that they exist, right? That person. And then you and your family are out at the county fair. I like to use that county fair as a, me and my family, we like to go to fairs a lot. So I like to use that example. You and your family are out at the county fair and you're waiting in line to get a goddamn fucking corn dog. And then you turn around and boom, there's this person standing behind you. You're like, hey, what's up? What are you doing here? Bam, right there. And you come together and connect so unexpectedly. Like, what the fuck? We've been working together for 6 months, a year, and I never even thought about you like that. You know, I'm not saying that's exactly how it's going to happen, but you feel the energy behind that type of situation. Have you ever been in a situation like that before? That's vibrationally, I think, how this situation's going to kind of feel energetically. So that's the next person coming in. I do think it is somebody that you know of, but not somebody you've ever thought of. But they've been interested in you. Let's get some advice. What's the advice? Hey, man. Two of Swords, you need to be all in. All in. No half-ass. I don't know if I want this or if I want this. Whenever you come together and you decide, me and you going to do this, shut out all other potential love interests. All of them. All of them. I don't care who it is, if you go into a relationship with a backup plan, I promise you it's going to fail. I promise you it's going to fail. And I get those readings from people all the time. I'm interested in this person. I'm also interested in this person. And I'm also interested in a person from my past. Which one am I supposed to be with? None of them. None of them. None of them. I promise you, if you get with person A, it's going to fail. If you get with person B, it's going to fail. If you reconnect with person C, it's going to fail. If you go into a relationship with a list of backup plans, if it doesn't work with you, it'll work with this person. It's going to fail, I promise you. Promise you. Also, try not to let it turn into just a sex-based connection. Again, I know that's hard too. All these pieces of advice that I give y'all, I never intend to make it sound easy. I know it kind of sounds easy when I say it. And there are a lot of people in the spiritual community that like to give advice. And they make it sound like it's so easy to just float on a cloud and shit rainbows and drink your green smoothie and say affirmations and oh, no. This shit's hard. This is real life. This shit's hard, dude. So try not to let it turn into just a sex-based connection. Come on, we all adults. We all get a little freaky every now and then. But you know what I'm saying? There's more to a connection than that. A whole lot more. A whole lot more. And just so you know, I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. I don't care how awake you are. I don't care how awake you think you are. When you fuck somebody, y'all's energy gets tangled up like a tangled up ball of fishing line. You ever seen one of them big tangled up balls of fishing line? Well, that's what happens when you fuck somebody. That's their energy all tangled up in yours. And that can be a bitch to untangle from. So much so that most people don't ever do it. You know, fucking 90% of people walking around out here are carrying the energies of the last 10 people they done fucked. And they're wondering why they get sick. They're wondering why they're so depressed and anxious all the time. They're wondering why shit keeps fucking happening. They keep attracting shitty people into their lives. Because they're still tied to all the people they fuck. Because they're all tangled up together. They don't know what the fuck to do, you know. So just, I'm not saying don't have sex. I'm not saying that. I'm saying go about it with a sense of energetic awareness. Go about it with a sense of energetic intelligence. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Just be aware. Just be mindful. All right. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Hang on a second. Sagittarius. All right. What deck I'm getting tired of these decks, y'all. I've had these same decks for months, all year, all fucking year. I never used to do that. Back in the day, y'all have been following me for a while. Back in 2020, 2021, every time, as soon as a deck would start shuffling just a little bit funny, I would get rid of it and get a new one. And I quit doing that. I've had all these fucking decks all year. A couple of them, I had this one here since 2022, almost 3 years. But all the rest of these I've had all fucking year, dude. All year. Some of them since last year. Anyway, I'm babbling. I know you don't care. All right, Sagittarius. What are the messages for the Saggy family? Whoa. Ooh, the star card. Hang on. That could be a good thing. Let's see what else comes through. Ooh, Six of Wands reversed. Justice reversed. Okay. So I think I'm seeing a couple of different things here. I am seeing, I think, new and past energy. I'm seeing new and past energy. And what I'm thinking is, there's somebody from the past that's been waiting on the right opportunity to reconnect with you, but they either wait too long or you just reconnect with somebody too quick. And then you end up coming together with somebody and then they're like, well, fuck, I missed my opportunity. So it's kind of like a wasted time there. I do kind of think that a reconciliation attempt was lingering in the limbo. But I'm not so sure that's going to happen now. Here's the thing, though. It's not really telling me much at all about this person. Not telling me much at all about that. Maybe you're just not dumping all your eggs in that basket right away. You know? I don't know. It's just, this is the only thing indicating a new person coming in that I see. And the Two of Cups does not say much about... The Two of Cups could be anything. It could be you and your friend coming together to hang out. It could be you and one of your bitter enemies coming together to duke it out. The Two of Cups is just two people coming together, right? So it's not saying much about that. All right, whatever. Let's see. Let's see what we can tell Sagittarius about this new person coming in. What can we tell Saggy about the new person coming in? communication. So it's probably just kind of a communication-based thing right now in the beginning. Yeah, y'all just be talking. Y'all just be talking. I don't know how serious it is. Man, what is all this? What are the 2 codependency cards coming out here for? Both of them came out. Maybe you're kind of sensing something a little bit funny about this person. I don't know. It's real. There's a huge missing puzzle piece here. A huge missing puzzle piece. But y'all are just mainly talking. And honestly, it's kind of feeling like you might not really be digging them all that much, maybe. Maybe not. See, 2 of Cups again. I'm thinking that you're kind of in the middle. You're not really digging them all that much. You're not like, oh my God, this person's so fucking amazing. Holy shit, the universe answered my prayers. I don't think so. Don't think so. It's kind of like, meh, they're cool. They're nice. They're friendly, but we just ain't vibing. It just doesn't really feel like somebody you're vibing with, though. Okay, well, let's get the advice then. What's the advice? Well, then don't start nothing new with somebody if it don't feel right. Lover's card reversed. If it don't feel right, don't do it. Don't be afraid to tell somebody, nah, I don't think we vibe. I don't think so. Now, try not to jump to that conclusion right away. You know, give it a little bit of time. Let it be known. Don't lead them on, though. Let it be known in the beginning. Yo, I don't know. I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. Or even if I am, I don't know. I'm not jumping in head first enough, so I ain't leading you on. We can just hang out and vibe and see if we be vibing. And if we is, we is. If we ain't, we ain't. And give it a little bit of time. You know, let's hang out once, twice, 3 times. But after we done kicked it together 3 times, 4 times, and we still ain't vibing, don't be afraid to be like, nah, look, I'm sorry. Sorry. I just had to do that recently, not with a romantic situation, but with the band that I auditioned for. For those of you who aren't following my music journey, I just auditioned for a band. And I told the whole story on my music channel, but long story short, they wanted to pick me, but I didn't think I was a good fit. It wasn't what I was looking for. So I had to tell them, yo, I'm not a good fit for y'all. Sorry, I'm gonna have to pass. It was fun. It was cool, but this isn't what I'm looking for. So I appreciate the opportunity. It was fun, but I wish y'all luck in finding a guitarist. You know, sometimes you gotta do that, dude. Sometimes you gotta do it. Thank you, Vivian, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. All right. Capricorn. 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 Got that 4 of Pentacles there. Excuse me. Fool card reversed. That's a weird spread. What the fuck is this? What's this? You tell me what the fuck this is. What is that? Somebody headed your way. What I'm trying to figure out is this is somebody from the past, because this has past energy vibes to it. All right, that has past energy vibes, but I don't have any past energy cards here. So I'm just gonna go with my gut. This feels like somebody slowly making their way towards you from your past. And you highly suspect that they're up to no good. They're doing little things to try to get your attention. They could be breadcrumbing you. Especially if you be checking out their social media. They be posting shit directed towards you, you know. Like trying to get a reaction out of you. Trying to. Again, I don't have any past energy cards here, though. I'm just going to go with my intuition on this one. It feels like past energy. And for those of you wondering, nah, they still ain't up to no good. No, they ain't. That little post that you're wondering if it was directed towards you, yes, it was. You bet your goddamn skippy ass it was. Or my personal favorite. Here's my personal favorite. You know when a person, they'll go to your Facebook, they'll go find a post from 6 fucking months ago, and they'll go to the comment thread, and they'll reply to somebody else's comment, making it look like they're talking to them, just so you'll see their name pop up. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. It's like, God damn, you that fucking bored, though? You that goddamn desperate to try to get my attention. Come on now. But, you know, however it's playing itself out. Yeah, they are trying to get some sort of reaction out of you. The only thing is, I don't know why. It's not telling me why. There's several missing puzzle pieces here. Is it a person from the past? What are their intentions? What is their goal? What are they trying to do? All it's telling me is that they aren't up to, they're up to no good. It's not good intentions. That's all I know. Okay. Dadgummit. Let's see what's coming in next. What's coming in next for the Capricorn Collective? Judgment reversed. Come on, man. This is telling me that something is blocking the next person from coming in. There's a blockage. Yep, there is a blockage. Now, the good news is, okay, so here's the good news. Let's find the silver lining here. How could something block the next person from coming in? How would that happen according to universal law? That happens if the next person due to come in is on a different frequency. That's how that happens. You know what that means, right? The primary law is the law of vibration. And the secondary law is the law of attraction. So if the primary law is the law of vibration, and the next person due to come in is on a different vibration, then that means that what you're going to attract is something different than what you've attracted before. That's what it means. That's the good news. The bad news is there's still something energetically weighing you down that is preventing you from making it up to that frequency. So, but if you do end up vibrationally linking up with the next person that's due to come in, it will be long-term commitment. For those of you who have having a child on the table as a potential for the future, I could easily see that. So that's good. That is good. But there's just this shit right here. There's this unfinished business and all this shit right here from the past that's still kind of... I think you and this person need to have a conversation, yo. Whoever the fuck this is from the past, y'all need to have a little talk. Y'all need to have a little conversation, or at least give them some closure. But I think a conversation. Let's see what the advice is about that. What's the advice? Queen of Cups reverse. Well, don't let them know your feelings. Fool card, okay. All right, well, don't let them trigger you. Don't let them in on how you feel about anything. Just see if you can have a casual, cordial conversation, mainly with closure in mind, mainly. If they start with their funny business, just ghost them. Just ghost them. Now, there's a time and a place for everything. I'm not saying that ghosting is the end-all, be-all solution to everything. But if it's somebody you got some history with, right? If you know me, now if I don't know you all that well, I'm not going to ghost you. I'm going to explain to you what's going on. But if we know each other, if we close, you know what the fuck you doing. Are you kidding me? If I fucking know you and you start playing games with me, I'm not explaining myself to you. I don't have to. You know what you're fucking doing. Poof, silence. Don't let them trigger you. And also too, it depends on how long ago this came to an end. I would wait no less than, I almost want to say 2 months, but I think that might even be too soon. At least 3 months. At least. And shoot them a closure message. Get some closure. Because what's coming in next, I'm going to tell you what. Okay, so this doesn't guarantee that the next person will never come in. But if you take the slow path that you're taking right now, it's going to push that timeline all the way out. Where, let's say you got closure with this person tomorrow. Then, before spring of 2025, you and the next person could be a vibrational match. Where if you stay on the energetic timeline that you're on right now, it could stretch out to 1 year from now, next fucking fall type shit, you know? So, damn dog. Okay. Who was that? Capricorn? All right, Aquarius. I'm gonna get a different deck. Tired of these decks, man. Tired of these daggum dang old decks, man. But even these are just all old decks that I've used in the past couple of months. If I had to pick one favorite deck, if somebody was to come to me and say, you are only allowed to have one deck ever again, I would have to choose this one. Tarot Original 1909. It's based on the original fucking Smith-Waite Tarot. You know, it's just, I love it. When it comes to the tarot, I don't step too far away from the traditional tarot. I know I got a few of them. I got the Everyday Witch. I got this. What's this one again? Wild Reflections Tarot. These are pretty much the two that venture the furthest away from the original traditional tarot, but I like to keep it classic. My tarot cards and my guitars, I like classic and vintage. Everything else, though, let's be modern with it. But with tarot cards and guitars, man, we got to keep it classic and vintage. All right. Sorry about that, Aquarius. I'm babbling, ain't I? All right. All righty. What are the messages for the Aquarius collective? What are the messages for the Aquarius collective? Queen of Pentacles. All right, last shuffle. Last one. Past person. Okay, this is we're starting to have another Aquarius saga here. For those of you new to my channel, it happens to every sign. But when I start telling you that you have a saga, like if I say we got a Virgo saga or an Aries saga or whatever, it means it's telling the same fucking story every time. Every time, same story. So I can very specifically remember this same story coming through for at least the last 5 Aquarius readings that I've done. Somebody from the past keeping a very close, obsessive eye on you. They can't tell how the fuck you feel, and it's driving them insane. Now, if you dig that up at the deepest level, why would somebody be obsessed with how you feel? Because they feel some type of way about you, right? And I'll take it a step further than that. They're hoping you feel a certain type of way about them. They're hoping that. But just looking at you, it doesn't look like you even remember that they exist. But there's a part of them that's like, no, there's no way. You gotta still have feelings for me. You gotta still have feelings for me. But they just can't see it. They just want, all they want is validation that you still have feelings for them, basically. Doesn't look like anything's happening though. Both of y'all got your guard up toward each other. Both of y'all. You guarded towards them, they guarded towards you. And not only that, but from the outside looking in, it looks like you doing really good. I'm not saying you are. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. But your average person looking at you from the outside looking in, it looks like you fucking got it going on. It looks like you balling. So that's another reason why they don't really want to approach you. Because they're afraid it might embarrass them. Because this person obviously ain't got it going on. Obviously. Okay. Aquarius saga. Okay. Let's see what's coming in next. What's coming in next? Somebody just as independent as you. A breath of fresh air. You're gonna love that. You gonna love that. Queen of Cups, you're gonna fall in love with them real quick too. Man, they coming on strong, but they independent as fuck. See, look at that. Guess who that is? Guess who that is? That's your person. Ten of Pentacles again. So this person is extremely independent. Meaning, independent doesn't mean alone. Okay? Dependent means I depend on you. That's what dependent means. Independent means I don't depend on you. That's all that means. Independent does not mean I'm alone. Independent means I don't depend on anyone. I can still be married to my life partner, have a big circle of friends and family, and not depend on any fucking one of them. That is a buzzword that needs to stop being thrown around and misused in the dating world. Independent. Independent does not mean alone. That means I don't depend on anyone. So, when you meet somebody who is so independent and so tired of playing games that they're not afraid of being alone, you know they're not fucking with you. You know they're not blowing smoke up your ass. You know that they're not here with ulterior motives. You know they're not playing games. You know they're here because they choose you. Right? Think about that. If you know for a fact that I could easily walk the fuck out on you, easily, and go get whoever the fuck I want, I could walk out that door, but I choose not to. What does that tell you? It tells you I want to be here. I want to be here. I ain't got no reason to play games with you. I don't want to play no fucking games. I will walk the fuck out and be alone before I play games with you. That's a breath of fresh air. It's like, dude, oh, thank you. It's so refreshing. That's how it is when you first fucking match the frequency of abundance and then attract your divine life partner. That's pretty much what it feels like for the most part. Condensed and in a nutshell, but yeah, okay. Well, your person due to come in next. Any advice? Any advice? And this is the deck that was featured on the first tarot course that I put in my school. I know a bunch of y'all got that. All right. The past stay in the past. Don't try too hard to control anything. And just understand that if you want to do something that you've never done before, i.e. build a life partnership with your divine life partner, it's going to require that you do some things that you've never done before, like let somebody in at the deepest level. Well, maybe you're saying, I have done that before and it ended horribly. Well, you're going to have to do it again. You're going to have to do it again. And that takes even more balls the second time around than it did the first time around. The first time around, you were dumb and naive and didn't know the difference, right? Now you're not dumb, you're not naive. You got a good idea of what people are fucking capable of out there. And you still have to have the nerve to do it again and let them in there. That's the level of trust. That's the level of trust that you have to have if you want to build a successful life partnership with somebody. But yeah, let's keep the past in the past. You have to be 100,000% fucking done with anybody you ever fucked with in the past. And when I say 100,000% done, I mean even paint the scenario in your mind that a past person was to come back begging and pleading. Jesus Christ himself could ascend down from heaven and give you a signed document stating that this person has changed. Signed Jesus H. Christ himself. No, no. No, 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 and no. I don't give a fuck if Archangel Michael or Jesus Christ or goddamn Buddha or whoever the fuck wants to come tell me that this person has changed. No, it's done. It's done. Dun 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 dun. That's how done you have to be with the past. Like dun 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 dun. Right? All right. Pisces. Pisces. What deck do I want to use for the Pisces family? What feels Pisces-y? I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Fuck it. God damn it. What deck do I want to use? Fuck it. Let's do this one. Legacy of the Divine. One of my favorites. It's on my top 10 list. All right. What is happening with Pisces? Woo, the Fool card. Somebody coming forward. You jumping head first into something. Boo, look at that. Long-term commitment. Jumping head first into long-term commitment. And check this out. Check this out. What's that? What's that? That's somebody from the past. You ain't got to worry about them. No, they ain't shit. Universe took the trash out for you. They ain't shit. You ain't got to worry about that. But you jumping head first into some long-term commitment, though. Could be a Taurus headed your way for some of you. Could be an Aries. Now, here's the thing that is coming out about the past person is that there has been a window of opportunity hanging wide open for the two of you to come back together. Now, why would you come back together? I don't know. That depends on the individual. Get closure, clear the air, squash the beef, attempt reconciliation, try to be friends, whatever. There's been an open door of opportunity hanging wide open this whole time. Well, guess what? Universe is slamming the door shut on that. So whoever sat around with their thumb shoved up their ass done missed an opportunity. But you ain't gonna give a fuck because you got something coming in that's gonna make you look back on this person and laugh your ass off. All right. Okay. It could be a Virgo. Did I already say that? I have Virgo, Aquarius, Aries, and Taurus here. Oh, I got Libra and Leo hiding in there too. Well, let's get some more details on this next person coming in. Some more details. Ooh, hang on. Okay. Hang on. Oh, okay. So this person is transitioning. They're going through a pretty rough transition themselves. So they just got out of a highly, highly toxic karmic codependency connection. Look at all that, man. Look at all that. Six of Swords. See, they're moving on from this, but it was a highly toxic. I don't like to use the word karmic for that, but it probably was a karmic soulmate. Karmic, toxic, codependency connection they're moving on from. And they're at kind of an emotional rock bottom by the time the two of you connect. They are. But here's the big but, because normally that's no bueno. No. Ooh, oh no. Normally that's a no. But they are actually willing to participate in their own healing. That, if you want to come together with somebody on a low vibration and build a successful divine life partnership, that's what has to happen. It can happen. That's a lot of goddamn work, man. Oh, that's a lot of work. That's basically like a 300-pound man training to run a marathon. He can. Fuck yeah, he can. Ain't nobody stopping him but himself, but he has to put in the work, right? Same thing here. And I do think this person is willing to put in the work. That's all that matters. If you're willing to do the work, I don't care if you 400 pounds, you can run a fucking marathon. You're the only person stopping yourself. If you're broken, if you're insecure, if you're at rock bottom, you can still build a successful life partnership if you're willing to do the work on you. You dig what I'm saying? All right. They do got pretty good intentions, though. They do. All right. Well, let's get the advice here. What's the advice? Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the tricky part about this. Now, ain't no two humans perfect. Okay? Nobody. I don't care who you is, I don't care what your sign is. If you think you ain't got nothing to work on, you are sorely mistaken. If you think you ain't got nothing to work on. And this is so tricky. Try not to spend too much energy focusing on what they need to do. Not too much. When it all comes down to it, you need to approach it from a perspective of, here's what you need to work on. Here's what I need to work on. I'll be the bigger person and I'll go first. I'll go first. And dedicate your energy to working on yourself. They will see that. It might take a little bit of time, because working on yourself is not something you can do overnight. But over time, they'll see that you actually are evolving into a different person over time. And not only will that leave room for them to do that as well, but it'll inspire them to do that also. Boom. A lot of potential here. Gonna require a lot of work, but a lot of potential, okay? All right, y'all, I feel like those were the messages that all my signs of the zodiac needed to hear, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey.